cyclists and e-bikes, you know, just bikes in general. We're not only third-class citizens, we're fourth-class citizens, maybe even fifth. We come right behind motorcycles, then mopeds or scooters, then bicycles or electric bicycles. You know exactly what I'm talking about when you're coming up, when you're riding on the street and you're coming up on, you know, like a turn on the right, like a, you know, a street on the right that you can turn, and you're maybe 30 yards away from it, and a car zooms in front of you and makes a right turn at like 90 miles an hour just so they don't have to wait for you. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about. That is just like typical. I mean, it happened to me the other day, and it happens to me all the time, and it just drives me freaking crazy. Like, I want to freaking just like hit the person, you know? I feel like a new law that I came up with a long time ago, which would require a certain level of AI, a high level of AI, would kind of help in this scenario. It's that every driver, every person on the road has the ability once a month to remotely disable somebody's car. So if somebody's being a total jackass, somehow, some way, you have the ability to go ding, whether that person cut you off, whether the person you know, is going too slow, whatever the hell it is, person almost hit you, you have the ability to go ding, and the car is rendered inoperable. Just like if there was a you know, one of those big electric waves, you know, of, you know, the electric pulses of energy, right? So don't know how to make that happen, but I feel like that would be a perfect example. When a person cuts you off when you're on your bike and they zoom in front of you to make a right-hand turn, that's a perfect example of when you should be able to use that, you know, inoperable mode. Ding. So anyway, if you ever ride a motorcycle, it's just as bad, but the best part, the better part about being on a bicycle is at least you're in the bike lane. So at least you have your own lane, but still, they want to, the law says, I think, within 100 yards of an intersection, a car is able to enter the bicycle lane to be able to make a turn. And they don't give a shit if you're in that or not. Even if there's 15 yards left, they're still going to jump in it just to be able to cut you off, you know? And if you're on a motorcycle and you're in the car lane, it's just as bad, you know? Not the same scenario, but when you're in a bike, when you're in a car, when you're in a motorcycle, when you're on a motorcycle and you're in the car lane with the cars, you know, cars love to pretend that they didn't know that you were there because you're in their blind spot. And so they'll just slowly get over into your lane, even if they know you're there. And they just pretend that they don't see you. And you know it's true because you can see them in the mirror. They're looking right the hell at you, but they're going really slow as to not, you know, immediately kill you. Maybe kill you like in 10 seconds, you know? So, I don't know. It's something. You know, we really are the bastards of the road, people. And I don't own an electric scooter, like a stand-up scooter, but I gotta believe you're even worse off, you know? So, I don't know, people. Thank God for bike lanes. And just gotta be vigilant. You know what I mean, people? Gotta be vigilant. All right. So another way that cyclists are the bastards of the road is when you're right here like this and you're waiting for the green for the, you know, the sign to show you that you're able to cross, you know, the white guy on the screen there, whatever it is, and as soon as it appears and you're able to go, these jackasses to the left, for example, go in front of you like they know it's getting ready to turn green for the cyclist. So, like, right, see that how it just turned green? And look at this guy. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Did you see that lady? That's perfect example. They don't even fucking see me. It's just unbelievable. And then when they do see you, they feel like they're doing you a favor by like, oh, okay, you go. Yeah, no shit, I go. Good God. It's just that you're a fucking bastard of the road if you're on a bike. of any kind. It's just crazy. I can only imagine if you're on a freaking electric stand-up scooter. My God. Jesus. Anyway, people in cars are just, they've got their heads so far up their ass with texting, tuning the radio, talking on the phone, and therefore being distracted. It's like, good God, you're lucky enough not to get killed if you're in another car. When you're on a bike, Jesus. I don't know, people. I didn't mean to do that right there, but I had to. Now I'm like on the wrong side of the road, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I can't believe I was just talking about that and that lady freaking did it. Like, really? Are you that stupid, lady? God. It's just nuts. And then there's some people that are so good. They're on the opposite side of the spectrum. When in that scenario right there, where I'm getting ready to turn right, or I'm getting ready to go with the, you know, the arrow for a walker to be able to cross the street. They wait till you're across the freaking street before they go. They're like so cautious. Then there's some people, I have a mirror so I can always see that when you're coming up to a street on the right and somebody wants to turn in their car and they wait behind you. They wait behind you until you pass and then they go. And they go really slow behind you. They're not trying to give you any pressure. They just know that you're first. You're the one that's in a vulnerable position. So they take their time, and I just have so much respect for that, and I give a huge like wave and thank you to that, you know. It's just nuts, the ones that don't. So anyhow, that's my story, sticking to it, and that'll do it for now, people. We're at Pickup Sticks. It's time to dismount.